Hello, sunshine. Laura Ashley Abraham here. I'm going to be doing an energy forecast video for you. Welcome back. If you're not familiar with these and you're new, I'm so excited. I love doing these. This is going to be a 2-week reading on what you can expect for the next couple of weeks. This is going to be from mid-January until the end of January. So I do have a lot that I want to share with you. I'm really excited because I know that there's a lot of energy going on, and I've been wanting to put this out to be able to help those of you who are struggling because there is so much energetically happening. So I want to kind of break it down for you and give you a little bit of some insight. I'm not an astrologer. I will be pulling cards for you and doing a spread. I'll be pulling energy cards from other decks as well, just to kind of see what you can expect again for the next couple of weeks. But before I get into that, just real quick, wanted to mention a few things that are really important as we're starting in this new year. So if you didn't see the beginning of the year, I did a 12-month angel soul guidance reading where every month I break it down for you and I talk about the main theme for the month that you can focus on. That will be your theme for the entire year. So what I'd like you to do, if you haven't watched that, go back and watch it. It is posted. It's pinned at the top of my Facebook page under Laura Ashley Abraham. That is the Facebook page without the hyphen. I had to do that to kind of finagle the couple pages that I had. So that one, you will see where I will be posting daily cards. It'll be pinned at the top of that page. It's also on my YouTube channel. So the card deck that I used is from the Soul Guidance deck. And again, I pulled a card for every month of this year for 2025 and write down, what the themes are for the month so you can kind of keep it for you and you can reflect on that as you start the new month and then going through. So the first card for January I pulled was peace. And so that's going to be your theme this month, is really focusing on peace, focusing on inner peace, and cultivating that in any area of your life that you really can. That will help you to kind of navigate again these energies. So I think that's interesting that that came forward for us. And like I said, I'm going to cover a couple of things real quick here. So we do have a full moon that started on January 13th. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is on January 11th. So again, I'm not an astrologist, but I wrote down some important things and I'm going to read something for you because I feel like this will help you just to understand kind of what's going on. So the lunar nodes enter Virgo and Pisces on January 11th, entered on January 11th. And this marks the beginning of a new series of eclipses. So let me read this to you. This was an email that was sent out from Carrie Samuels. I like to listen to some, or read or listen to some of the astrology forecasts that she sends out because I feel like they're pretty good. So this is just a quick synopsis. She says, let me just make sure too. Yes. So the nodes of the moon, often called destiny markers, are changing signs, signaling a major karmic shift for the collective. And now this is like for the whole entire year too, is what she's talking about. These nodes guide us through what we are meant to release, the south node, which is what we're meant to release, and then where we are evolving, which is the north node. They trigger our eclipses, which awaken our consciousness to align with our soul's evolution. And then she talks about a couple other things, but I want to just go into this. Now, in 2025, the North Node moves into Pisces, which just happened on January 11th. And this is significant. So now when it moves into Pisces, Pisces represents compassion, unity, and healing. And the South Node shifts into Virgo. Virgo represents service, health, pets, and habits. This cycle will potentially ask us to face challenges in the world like food scarcity, workers' rights, public health issues, while reminding us to embody empathy, connection, and healing. Pisces brings hope. Pisces embodies the energy of empathy, spiritual unity, and love. It reminds us that healing and togetherness often emerge from the ashes of tragedy. So, and then she was talking about the fires too that are happening in California. So if any of you are affected by that, I just want to, my heart goes out to you, and I'm sending you angels and healing, and I've been sending healing to the area. So if any of you feel like you want to do that as well, just send Archangel Raphael, send Archangel Michael for protection. You can just ask your loved ones on the other side, your angels and your guides, to send help, and that will make a difference. So I wanted to talk about this because, again, what we're focusing on really this year too, and right now, is this compassion, unity, and healing, and service, health, and pets and habits, like right now. So those energies, I don't know if you've been feeling it or not, like focusing on your health. I know that's something that I've been doing. I am doing the cleanse, which, just as an update, I wanted to tell you, the January 1st, I started to do a cleanse from somebody I hadn't done one from before, and it was a 26-day cleanse, and I actually stopped on day 10. So it was too much. I wasn't feeling the way I felt like I needed to be feeling, and I was able to do it, but it was like there was one of the days was like 3 days of a green smoothie, and this is not the medical medium one. So this was somebody else, but I definitely trust her. So it's something I might do again in the future, but it was, anyways, it was too much. So I ended up starting a different one, and now I'm on the 369, the 9-day medical medium advanced cleanse. I have done the, um, what is it called? It's called the simplified cleanse through him. And then I did last year, and then I did the original a couple of times last year, which I was talking about, and now I'm doing the advanced. I didn't feel like I was ready for the advanced last year, but I'm actually doing really well. So today is day, where am I at? I think today is day 5. Yes. So 6, 7, or maybe 6. I should know that. I'm doing it. I can't remember. But anyways, I am past the halfway point. So I only have a few more days to go, and I'm really excited to be done. But I really wanted to do this, and it's interesting because the energy of that, it's not even just the new year. A lot of times we feel like we want to work on our health. I'm feeling really guided, and I'm sure you probably are feeling the energy too of wanting to do that, taking care of ourselves, working on our health, feeling better. We're also doing a lot of reflection too. So we have the full moon that just happened on the 13th, which is why I wanted to talk about this, because we're also in retrograde. So Mercury retrograde went retrograde January 14th, and it's going to go through February 4th. So full moons, they help us to look at things that are hidden, right? Hidden emotions, hidden things that we need to take a look at. It can bring up a lot of emotional situations. We can feel it can be more intense right now, but there's also a letting go. So this is a lot of letting go of things from the past, emotions, situations. There's a lot of forgiveness energy that's happening right now too, and really being able to step into this new energy. So this isn't just a new year, and this isn't just a new moons and full moons, and retrogrades. This is a lot of energy that is propelling us into a very powerful year this year. So we're kind of still a little bit, again, releasing stuff, letting things go, working on shadow. The moon, the full moon brings out a lot of our shadows. Again, things that are hidden that need to be revealed, that we need to release and let go of, so that we can bring in the things that we want, and so that we can focus on the things that are going to bring in happiness and joy. And again, like this month, focusing on peace. So how can you cultivate peace within yourself this month? And even if things are not working out the way that you want them to, there still is, again, that retrograde energy. It kind of slows things down. Mercury retrograde, it affects communication. So if you, um, need to have a discussion, just be very careful about how you're communicating. Now's a really good time to be aware of that. I really do like retrogrades, and I say this all the time, because they slow things down for me so I can get caught up, and then I can figure out what my next moves are going to be. And so you may notice that as well, but it might feel a little bit more uncomfortable if you're used to going, going, going. For me, I'm going, but I don't always like that energy. So I like to slow down. I like to kind of take my time and pace myself to not get overwhelmed. So it just really depends on what your astrological sign is and how you know, are affected by the moon cycles. I'm a Cancer, so I am very affected by the moon cycles, but I also have Sagittarius in my chart and also Taurus. So those, if you, if you are, it doesn't matter even if you are like a certain sign. A lot of times we have those, um, it's kind of like if you have a certain sign and people will say like with Cancer, like we can be more emotional. And it's actually very interesting because that might be like something that people would say, but it's not necessarily true because we actually are more about kind of holding things in. So if you do have a sign where it's like talk, you feel like it's saying something about you, you may have other astrological signs that actually impact you more. So you might even be like me. I have like the Sagittarius, so I'm very driven. And that runs me a lot of the time, not so much my Cancer sign. So that's interesting. This is coming forward for you for some reason. So you may have other energies, right, that are affected by the moon cycles and these retrogrades. That's why I'm bringing this up too, or your guides and your angels are bringing this forward. So I always bring all your angels and your guides in before I do this. I do my prayer and I set the intention to bring forward what is for your highest and greatest good. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the cards and just see where the cards take us. But I wanted to start with that so you can kind of understand what's going on energy wise. All right. So I am going to start with the Light Seers Tarot. I love this deck. I have gotten so many fun new decks, but right now they're downstairs, so I'm going to use this one for today. And maybe next month I'll use some of the other ones, but I just been having so much fun pulling cards for myself and using the decks for my clients too, but let's see where they take us. Okay, so I'm going to ask your angels and your guides to bring forward what is for your highest and greatest good and clearing the energy. When I knock on the deck, I'm just clearing the energy. So I'm going to just ask what is for your highest and greatest good. It's for everybody's highest and greatest good to know for mid-January to the end of January. What is for everybody's highest and greatest good to know? What cards, bring forward the cards that are going to help us the most and what we need to know for mid-January to end of January. Let's see. All right. I'm not going to read the cards reversed today because I want to get to some of their cards as well. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to do the Celtic Cross today because it takes a lot of time. I'm going to actually do the 5-card spread, and I do mine a little bit different. Every reader does. So we'll just see where they take us. I'm just going to take a look at the cards and just kind of get the energy here. Okay, very interesting. All right, so the first card we have is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, it talks about, wands represent passion, they represent fire, they represent movement. So this is a card of kind of like you're waiting for something to happen. You're in this space, it's like, I don't really maybe know where I'm going, or what I'm supposed to be doing next. You may be feeling that. I know I'm feeling a lot of that myself. And the what I'm getting also is that some of you may have things that are kind of coming through very quickly. For instance, a new job opportunity or a change at work or something that was unexpected, something that you weren't necessarily expecting, but it will be a positive change. So you're kind of, so some of you may have been in a place where you were waiting for something to happen, and now you kind of are trying to figure out like, what direction do I go in? How is this going to work? But this card represents, I want to take action, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to do yet. And I don't maybe have all the information yet. And I'm kind of waiting on a little bit of what to do next. But this is a card about your ship is coming in. So something very positive is going to come forward for you. And this could be in the form of a message. It could be, again, like I said, in the form of something that is connected with your career. It could be connected with a relationship as well, because the next card next to it is the 10 of Cups. Now, the 10 of Cups is like the best relationship and like all of your wishes coming true. It's all of your cups are filled. And it's right next to this card. So to me, this represents things about relationships, family, things really coming into alignment. This could be connected again with a career, but this does have more of an emotional um, impact or impacting relationships, it feels like. But it could be where, your work situation is like a family and, you're kind of and it could be connected with both for you in your life in both family and career. So you're kind of waiting for something to happen. Really, almost to me, it feels like on the edge of your seat type of a energy. Like I'm ready to go, you know, he or she has got the surfboard and it's like, I'm ready to go. I want the waves. Where are the waves? Waiting for the waves to come in. So it's like, I'm ready. Let's get started. Let's go. But there isn't a wave yet. So it's like, this person has to wait for the right timing. So divine timing is at play. But it is about to happen. That's what that card represents. So something is going to come in and it is going to be a very positive thing and it will change things for you in your life. So changing family dynamics, but bringing in a lot of happiness, right? Bringing in, like, this is the ultimate wish fulfillment card, like that things are going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay with this card. And there's a lot of love that is connected with that. Cups represent, because this is the 10 of Cups, cups represent emotions. This represents relationships and love. And then the next card in the center is the 3 of Pentacles. Pentacles are about, like, they can represent things that are in the physical world, homes, property, financial. But the 3 represents there's some type of collaboration. There's something you're going to do or you are doing, like with community or with family, where you're getting the family engaged, or something connected again with work, where it's like you're getting work. You're doing something in collaboration with people that you work with, but it will be a very positive outcome, a positive thing. And okay, thank you. What I'm hearing from your guides too is like releasing something is changing or different, but it's kind of like you're still sort of in a way doing the same thing, but it's not the same thing. I hope that makes sense, but you'll understand what that means, within the next couple of weeks. So you'll kind of see how this evolves or unfolds for you. And with the 3 of Pentacles, it's an energy of, let's work together as a team. So whatever situation this is or what's going on in your life, let's work together as a team to figure this out, to come to a resolution or to make things better for all of us. And then next to that, you have the Ace of Wands. And again, you have 3 wand cards here, which is very interesting. So wands represent action and movement. Ace of Wands is a new opportunity. Ace of Wands is like, this is coming in. This is going to change everything. This is going to be very powerful. Aces always represent some type of like a very positive change, a wish, something that you've wanted. And so this is like, the universe coming in and say, here you go. Okay, this is what you've been asking for. This is what you've been wanting. Now it's time for you to take action on this thing. And you'll know what that is. And it could be something simple like, you know what, I really want to go on vacation this year. So I really am going to set in motion and I'm going to start to put away some money so that I can do this for my family, right? I'm going to put away, something or make these plans, take this action that is going to help everybody, because this feels like a very collaborative energy for me, where I really want to make things better for my family. It's not just about me energy here that I'm seeing. This is about what is going to be best for everybody. How can we do this for the greater good for everybody? I love this energy so much, because this is like what we're working on this year. This is what the energy that we're going into. And this is so much of what we want to cultivate this year. How can we make it better for everybody? Not just me. It's not just about me. It's about us. It's about we. How can we do things better? How can we support everybody in this situation? And that's just going to fill our cups. I mean, that's just going to make us feel like this 10 of cups. I love this. This is so good. And then the next card is the Two of Wands, which is like in the future position where it's interesting. We start with the Three of Wands and we're ending here with the Two of Wands. It's like, I get this information, or this project that I'm going to work on, or I'm going to, right, putting money away for something that I really want, or putting money, into maybe working out or taking care of myself or something that feels good for me to do. And then as I do that, then this future energy, which is the Two of Wands, there's still more to do. Now I've got to actually maybe do some research about this. Maybe I'm going to have to look for this, particular gym that I want to go to, or this vacation that I want to take my family on, or I want to look into where I want to put my money, coming up in this year. Where do I want to invest? Or how do I want to save? What am I saving for? So to me, it feels, again, you're thinking about all of this and you're putting this energy into this situation, but it's a it's very group oriented. It's a we. It's like, I want to do this, but this is going to be because it's going to help all of us. Okay, so this is about doing like research, looking into the future, wanting to go forward, wanting to do more, but you're going to have to take some time to kind of figure it out. Okay, so the next couple weeks, there's going to be some planning. There's going to have to maybe be some, again, like I said, research, looking into things, figuring out, how is this all going to unfold. It's interesting because I'll show you the last card and then I'll tell you this. So the overall energy that I have is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is about, pages represent like something new, something that you are looking to create, but it has to do with cups, has to do with emotional, it has to do with love. It can do with, I want to put my time and my energy into this thing because I want to give back to myself, right? Like working out. Or this could be connected with a relationship. I want to bring in a relationship. This is a new beginning, really. And it's the start of something new. It's the start of something that will make you very happy, very emotionally fulfilled. It's something where you may feel like, because it's interesting, if you see up here, we have this cup and we have this little pig that's flying. So it's kind of like, I don't know if I can make this happen. I don't know if this is really going to come true, but this is like what I want to create. This is my wish. And it's like when pigs fly, but it actually does happen. It actually does come to fruition. That's what I'm being shown. So it's like making plans for this thing that you really want to do, you really want to create, to come forward. And you're definitely in a very positive energy of you being able to do that. So it's not out of reach, even though it might seem like it. It might be a very big dream that you have that you're kind of trying to think about. In the beginning of the year, we do that. We think about, okay, now what do I want to do? It's a new year. I have all these dreams and these goals, but how do I implement that? But this card is saying you have the ability to do that. So it's not too late. And it's not too far out there either for you to make this happen. So it's something that I feel like maybe you really believe in very strongly, but part of it may feel like, I don't know if I can do it, or I don't know if it's really going to work. And what these cards are showing me is follow through with your plan. Don't get too much in your head. And that's what I was going to say. We don't have any cards here that are sword cards that are about thinking. And that's a good thing. For this situation, this is a really good thing because you don't want to let your thoughts take you down a bad road or let talk yourself out of it. So you're really working on controlling what I feel like is your mind, this next couple of weeks, and not letting your thoughts take over or take you down a negative path. So that feels very, very good to me. And again, with this being the overall energy too, again, there's something like, I'm so excited about this, and you're opening up your heart to love. It's pages are younger energy. They're it could connect to a child. This could connect to um, something that you are creating, again, something that you want to create and bring into the world. It could be connected with, they are showing me like with a child or again, a project, something that is spiritual in nature that you want to bring into the world, that you want to collaborate potentially with other people, with other family members. Um, but this is saying like it's not just a dream. It feels like it's just a dream, but you are bringing this into reality. You are creating this through your love that you have in your heart of what this could be. And when you put your love like that into something, you can make it happen. And you might not know exactly how, which is why you're doing this research and you're looking out into the future to try to figure out, okay, how do I make this happen? But this love is going to like overcome all the obstacles of whatever comes in your path. You're going to find a way to make it happen. So if you notice too, down here, I don't know if you can see this, but there's like two hands and then there's like a little heart, and two hands are like together with a little heart. I love that. So it's so cute. All right. So I love that reading for us for the next couple of weeks. That's awesome. I'm so excited. So I'm going to just move these cards out of the way, and I'm going to pull a couple other cards. Let's see. I am going to pull a card from the Angels of Abundance deck and see what the Angels of Abundance want to tell us for the next couple of weeks. Okay, one card just, oops, two cards. Two cards just flew out, so I'm just going to take those. Okay, so the first card that comes forward is partnership. And we were talking about collaboration, which was interesting. Partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. That's so cool. So somebody's going to come forward that's going to help you with this, okay? You're not doing it alone. You've got your angels and your guides, and they are very much supporting this next phase of your life and this goal, this thing that you want to bring into fruition. So you definitely have support to make this happen. And then the next card that fell out too was have courage to ask for and accept help. So you may need help with this, again, doing your research, looking to see, okay, who can I talk to? Who's done something like this before? Who knows about the financial matters or whatever it is, or doing, this collaboration, who can give me some insight about how I can make this work, with my job or with the family, or setting this intention for what I want to plan for the future. It says asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. So it's like that giving and receiving. So when somebody gives you a compliment, you want to make sure that you are accepting that and you're not saying, oh no, and kind of putting yourself down in the process. That is something that I know I had to really work on, and I've talked a lot about that, when I was younger. So if you have a hard time accepting and receiving help, that you're blocking good from coming forward for you. So this says very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Love that card. Okay, so those are very good and go in alignment with what we were talking about. Okay, so the next card that I'm going to pull, all right, I'm going to do one from your loved ones on the other side, the Talking to Heaven deck, and we'll see what your loved ones on the other side have a message, what message they have for you. So if there's a loved one on the other side that you're thinking of, and it could be, many people that you have that are on the other side, just kind of think about them and we'll see what message they want to bring forward for you. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. So the message, the first card is, it says, I am not dead. It's like, I'm alive. And I love the bird that's on here too. That's so beautiful. The dove. I've been seeing a lot of doves. So dove may be very significant for you, or a white bird. This is just acknowledging, I am around you. I am with you. I'm right next to you. Even though I'm not physically here, I am still with you always, and I will always be with you. I love that message. And then the next card is, I send you loving signs through nature. I send you loving signs through nature. So it's a beautiful butterfly. Oh, that's so interesting. I just noticed I forget what these are, I think daisies. But like, when you blow on them and you make a wish, that makes me think of that too. So I know that that's significant with someone that I know. So that's really cool how that message is coming through today. But that could also be significant for you from a loved one. But I feel like this is also saying, make a wish, because I'm helping you to make your wishes come true. From the other side, that's what your loved ones are doing. That's beautiful. Okay. All right. So the last card that I'm going to pull for you for your messages is going to be from the Sword of Light deck, which is the Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael's Sword of Light. Love this deck. So we're going to see what Archangel Michael wants to bring forward for us. What do we need to know for the next couple of weeks? Archangel Michael, let us know what we need to know for the next couple of weeks. So the card is, have no fear. Call in your inner goddess, inner warrior. Use your sword of light and cut away any fear. Okay, that's what this represents. Archangel Michael is saying, I've got you. You're not alone. Let me help you work through this fear. Don't have fear in this situation because it's all going to be okay. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. It's so cool. You can see that. I love that card. That's so cool. So that is letting you know you have the ability to cut through whatever fears are coming up. And it's interesting how I said earlier, we didn't have any swords. How interesting we have this sword, right? So it's like, this is about thoughts and thinking, but it's also about you have the ability to change that. You can change how you're thinking, where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your thoughts and your ideas. This to me also feels like there may be new ideas coming to you, new something where like a new idea, like I said earlier, passion, a project, something where you're like, yeah, that's where I want to put my energy into. And that's what this represents. It's like, don't have any fear, even if it seems like it's like really out there, like, wow, this is like a really big dream. Can I really make this come true? I don't know if I can do this. This is saying, have no fear. You can do it. The universe is bringing you forward this gift, this idea. You're meant to do it. You're meant to go forward with it. So if you don't see evidence of it yet, don't worry, because it's coming forward for you in the next couple of weeks. And you're going to know exactly what you need to do, because we have retrograde that can kind of slow things down or delay things. And there will be movement coming forward again in the next couple of weeks to the end of the month. We are going to be getting out of retrograde, I believe. Let's see. Yes. So Mercury retrograde is from January 14th until February 4th. So beginning of February, we are going to be getting out of that energy. But it doesn't mean that you can't still go forward and still take some steps to do the things that you can do right now. Don't let the fear stop you from moving forward. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that message. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I love doing these readings for you. Please let me know how this has helped you. I love to hear your comments so much. And I will see you again in the beginning of next month. I usually do them every 2 weeks. So I will see you then. Have a wonderful day. Sending so much love to you, sending so much healing. And please follow me, share this with anybody you feel like they could use it or that could benefit. And I'm sending you so much love. Take care.